be in charge of helping prop up the mortgage market?
Let's ask our Bulls and Bears panel. I think this is something that even Peter and Pat would agree on. But Pat, let me go to you first. Should the government be doing this?
Oh my gosh, no way.
Why not?
What are they thinking of? You know, the problem was too much money went into mortgages. Now they want to go in and they want to bail out the people who caused the problem. This is absolutely insane. Way too late. If you were going to do anything, you should have had this conversation a year ago. You know, coming in now is just absolutely ridiculous. A waste of money, and the Fed's going to have to do the exact opposite in a year from now. If they pump this up too much, the Fed will be raising rates to pull back the economy.
Scott, am I wrong in thinking that they're kind of acting like the hedge fund boys who want to run in, pick up distressed assets, and bundle them together?
Listen, Chris Dodd started speaking, the market plummeted from down 100 to down almost 300, just as soon as he was done. If these guys would just stop talking and put the money back in their pockets, I think the market will be able to sort all this out. But I was just in Washington, D.C. this weekend, and I was taking the kids around, and we saw the government buildings, and all of the home-oriented FHA, all these government agencies were started in a recession. So what happens is we're going to have a new government agency to bail out homeowners. It's going to happen because the government wants to care about voters in an election year, and it's going to be very expensive.
But we're broke. We can't bail anybody out. You know, these decisions need to be made in the free market between the borrowers and the lenders. Let them renegotiate terms. But, you know, even if people stay in their homes, what everybody is missing is the fact that the home equity is going to be gone. People are not going to have real estate wealth. Americans aren't going to have the net worths they thought they had. They might still be in a house, but their house is not going to be an ATM machine or their ticket to the good life.
Well, I think most people realize their house isn't an ATM machine anymore.
Americans are going to have to dramatically reduce their spending.
Peter, okay, get off of it. Mike.
But that's the problem.
Mike, go ahead, Peter. This is not the Peter Schiff show yet. Mike.
Look, if the government plans to do this at pennies on the dollar, which was kind of, you know, what Dodd expressed there, then what's the point? If they were going to do this to avert a depression, as, you know, a lot of these agencies, as Scott said, were created during the 1930s to, you know, help in
and in the
depression.
70s as well.
And they made it worse.
That's a different point. But I don't see the necessity of it, you know, frankly, to do this. But let's get over it. Look, we have deposit insurance here in this country. The government bails out depositors if banks go under. So just get over it. We have these kind of, you know, safety nets in place. I'm not advocating that they do it. Certainly not for pennies on the dollar. What is accomplished there? But we have a
safety net after we've crashed. The idea of a safety net is before the fact. This is ridiculous.
When a bank goes under, it's after the bank has failed as well. Listen, I'm not for it. I just said I'm not for it, particularly if you're going to bail out at pennies on the dollar. What's the sense? But let's get over it.
The distressed debt guys will do that.
We have safety nets. We use them in this country.
We have the pension benefit guarantee corp that takes care of difficult situations when pensions come into trouble.
You have to remember one thing about owning a home. Owning a home has a tremendous tax advantage. That tax advantage is a major floor under the price of homes, especially in major metropolitan areas. Now, granted, Peter, maybe we're not going to have 30% gains a year like we've had over the last 5 years because of the bubble, and we'll give some of that back. But homes will continue to have very strong value for the American consumer.
Peter, go ahead.
Yeah, look, first of all, the tax deduction does you no good if you have no job. And sure, there is some floor to home prices, but it's way below current market values.
We have 95% of the workforce working. I mean, who doesn't have a job? And plus, we have a growing population. We're making a million homes per year. For a 300 million.
Listen, Peter Schiff is a perma-bear. He's going to be bearish no matter what. It's that simple.
We've gone from a 2.5 million housing start rate to a million housing start rate with a 300 million population. Do the numbers. There's going to be a shortage of homes.
All right, let him finish his point. Go ahead, Peter.
It's amazing how often and how regularly you guys could be wrong, consistently wrong. You'd accuse me of being the perma-bear when I'm the one that's gotten it right for the last several years.
Wait a second. One of your clients sent me an email on 2003. You told everybody, well, we're in a little bear market rally, the market's going down. That was a Dow 8,500. So for someone who says he's perfect,
No.
That's a
what
big
I've been
mistake.
saying,
You
hold
missed
on.
5,000 beautiful points.
Hold on. Peter,
what
go
I've
ahead.
been saying is that the market is going down in real terms, not nominal terms. So find out what the market was worth in euros, what it was worth in gold bullion, and
You
see
know
what's
what?
happening.
That's the last word. That's the. Oh, they listened.
Yes, we
David.
listen to you, Liz.
David.
Wait a minute. What are you saying, Scott? I gave you the first crack at it.